to another installment of Rapid Licks. So welcome back to the channel. Today's lick, or sequence if you will, is a George Lynch inspired run. Basically this is an adaptation of what George played on the solo from Into the Fire at the end when he's doing that big ascending thing. I've figured out, or at least I think what he's doing, is mixing alternate picking and then legato to try and make this kind of neat different sound. And he does it with a bit of a hybrid scale. We're going to do this in just good old E minor, just to keep things straightforward, make sense musically. And yeah, I mean, practice with this technique. You can use it to do other things with than just going up and down. You can descend with it, or you can just sit and be kind of stagnant in one section, doing this over and over again. It still sounds really neat. And yeah, so let's stop talking and start playing. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do this in E minor. So E minor, for those of you who may have forgotten what E minor sounds like. Okay, so we're going to do this like some of the other sequences we've been doing, just on the two high strings. So your B and your E. To start this, I start off down here on the E, which is located on the 5th fret of the B string. And we're just going to keep on repeating the sequence through and move up this pattern. The sequence itself looks like this. So you can see it's alternate picked, then legato. That's how this whole thing works. That's how I think George put this together for his run. So we'll do the same. Okay, so doing the actual sequence, first play, like I was saying, the 5th fret B string. So you're going to downstroke on that. Then you need to play 7, 8. So down, up, down. Now you just ended, of course, on a downstroke. So when you jump onto your E string, you're going to be doing an upstroke. But don't play all these notes. Play the exact same thing you just did on the B string, on the E string, but just do it with hammer-ons, legato. Okay? So this is what we have so far. Perfect. Now we're going to shift up once more in this scale. So now we're going to be starting right here on the 7th fret of the B string. And again, we're doing down, up, down. So what I'm playing here is 7, 8, and 10. And then I'm going to jump on to the high E string, play the exact same pattern again, but just an upstroke legato. So it'll be like... Good? Perfect. Shift again. Now we're going to be doing some big stretches here, since we're in E minor. What I'm going to need you to do is, same sequence here, but we're going to be starting on the 8th fret of the B string, and we're going to go 8, 10, 12. Picked, and then jump onto the high E, and then for your legato piece, the exact same sequence. All the way up. And we shift again for this part, so now we're up to the, what is that? I gotta look at this. I'm not very good with numbers. So we're playing the 10th fret B string, and we're gonna go 10, 12, 13, and then this is where things get a bit wonky in the pattern, just because I'm doing this following the scale. So once you do your here, and you jump to do your legato, you need to stretch out a little bit wider, so it'll be on the high E string, 10, 12, and 14. So it'll sound like this. Sound good? Okay. Shift up again. Now we're going to be doing on the B string, 12, 13, 15. Shift onto the next string, upstroke, legato, and we'll be doing 12, 14, 15. Don't be afraid to use your pinky. George Lynch plays with his pinky all the time. I think that's how he gets a lot of these really interesting kind of whacked out sounds and has this very unique flavor. So, you know, work that out. Get that good and strong. It'll help you out. Anyway, carrying along. So we're going to shift up to the next position. This one's a bit wonky too, just because of the nature of this pattern. So now on the B string, you're going to be playing 13, 15, and then 17. And then when you get to the high E, upstroke and then hammer-ons, it'll be 14, 15, 17. Like so. Now we're back into big long stretches again. but it's not so bad. We're up pretty high. And what you're going to do on the B string is play 15, 17, 19. Jump onto the next string, upstroke, just repeat the same pattern. Shift up again, and now we're going to play, I gotta think about this for a minute, 17, 19, 20. Jump onto your high E string, legato, exact same pattern. Now when I was flying up through this thing in the beginning, I just kind of came back and sat there on the B note, or I guess that would be 19th fret E string if you wanted to do that. I also kind of did a diminished thing, just because George Lynch seems to play with a lot of interesting diminished concepts. So if you want to do that, it's pretty easy. Just you can see how this is kind of a pattern here with two in the middle, two semitones. So I just kind of went like that and ended on the E because we're in E. Nice resolution. Okay, let's play that together slowly. All right, you got that? Perfect. Let's play this a little bit quicker. So that's the whole sequence. It's the sort of thing that you hear George Lynch play in a lot of his stuff from the 80s. This kind of mix between alternate picking and legato makes for a really interesting sound. Instead of just straight legato or straight alternate picking, it just it plays with your ear a little bit and your perception of what's going on. Super cool technique. Feel free to steal this, use it in your own playing, see what you can do with it, see what kind of ideas you come up with. And yeah, if anyone has any ideas for other musicians you'd like me to break down licks on, or show you sequences in their style of playing, just leave me a comment below, and I'll try and get around to it. We'll see what happens. And yeah, so anyway, that's all I've got for you today. So enjoy that lick. Feel free to hashtag me at Rapid Licks on Instagram, and I'll come find you and see what you're doing. And yeah, until next time, keep on treading, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Blah, blah, blah. Schmeh. Schmeh.